Hey, my friends, welcome to our Saturday morning live broadcast. And we're coming up on the end of the month. And if you're on LinkedIn, there is still plenty of time for you to connect with people, no matter what you're selling, and close sales. The key to all of this is you have to know who you want to talk to. So this past week, we've been talking about how to leverage one of LinkedIn's latest features to boost your sales and outperform your competition by a factor of 4 to 1. Now, this is no exaggeration. It comes down to how many people you're talking to and what your closing ratio is. The feature we're talking about is catch-up. For those of you that have been on LinkedIn for any length of time, this is the key to your gold one. Now, social networks have provided a never-ending source of free leads to the public for over 30 years, dating all the way back to AOL. You don't need funnels. Whoops. You don't need funnels, capture pages, self-replicating websites, complicated online systems, or blocked. No. You don't have to advertise, buy leads, or spend money on driving traffic to a website. No. Save your money. All you need is an effective LinkedIn profile. All you need is an effective Facebook profile, the LinkedIn phone app, the Facebook phone app, and an hour or two a day. That's it. Because it's easy to connect with people. You're looking for customers, you're looking for business owners. You pick, you choose. The contents of a person's profile clearly indicates who they are. Then it's a matter of reviewing their content and their daily activity, decide who you want to talk to. And you could pick out, like you could pick a green M&M out of a bowl of candy, perfect prospects for your business. And it doesn't matter what you're selling. Make lots of sales, or if you're in network marketing or affiliate marketing, you could build a team. And some social networks are better than others. LinkedIn currently has 1,120,000,000 professional members. They're adding 10 million people every month, and that should be a clue for all of you. LinkedIn is, without question, the #1 best social network to build your business on. So with 1,120,000,000 professionals, LinkedIn turned 21 years old this year, and every second, 4 new members are joining. Every week, 2.4 million. Every month, more than 10 million people. People between the ages of 25 to 34 account for 59% of the population. They've got 58.4 million companies registered, 129,000 schools. So there are multiple ways for you to find people. 39,000 different skills. So you could be looking for people in retail sales, example, that have training experience or recruiting experience. You got 140 million people have the open to work friend. It doesn't get any easier, but there are certain things on the profile that you want to be looking for. New information. LinkedIn posts with images receive 98% more comments than those without it. And this verifies, this is a LinkedIn figure, something that I've been talking to all of you about for 3 years. The power of posting GIFs, moving images. Videos and GIFs get shared 20 times more. And the number of LinkedIn live streams have increased by 89% over the last year. So you can now search for people by their profession, by their military experience, by their skills, by the companies that they work for. Rodan and Fields changed their compensation plan 3 weeks ago. And all of their business builders are now looking for new companies. Red Lobster is in bankruptcy. Bed Bath & Beyond closed last year. And there are still store managers out there looking for work. You can search for people by their location, their city, state, country, or zip code, by their activity, by the schools they attended, when they created their profile, and by their desire or urgency to find new ways to generate income. Anywhere in the world you want to do business, you can find perfect candidates for your business. Your success on LinkedIn is going to depend on a number of factors. Optimizing your profile so it can be found on the internet and in everyone's search results. Adjusting your profile settings so anyone can see the important details. Understanding the dynamic use of the network and how people effectively communicate. There are multiple ways to do it. Positioning yourself as an authority within your niche market and industry. Creating effective lead generation methods that convert prospects to business builders. And influencing your audience with effective posting. And finally, efficiently qualifying your prospects to increase your closing ratios. Catch up is going to make it easier to follow up with your prospects. Reconnect with and follow up. Connect with the best new ones. Save time, increase your closing rates, reduce rejection, and build a bigger team much faster. Now, over the last 26 years, one of my most popular and effective tactics was my happy birthday strategy. Jacqueline in Australia sent me this. I'm having great success with the birthday strategy. I had almost 200 new people reach out to me to wish me a happy birthday. Started a conversation with most of them. I got 28 people looking at my business right now. A few months later, over the last few months, my business has exploded. It comes down to how many people you're talking to and who are they. I'm enrolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. It's amazing, and it's so much fun. Will Zanders was the number 5 top earner in this company when we started working together in November of 2022. 6 months later, he moved up to number 2. Today he's number 1. And the thing is that everything that I taught him was easy for him to teach everybody that brought into the business. Dana Barish, 3 years after we started working together, became the top recruiter in her company. She's making over $100,000 a month. Ann Barante hired me to be her coach. Her business doubled. All right, so let's go over and let's take a look what's waiting for you on LinkedIn. All right, now, what LinkedIn is going to do for you with a profile, for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for any length of time, you go over to your network. LinkedIn lets you communicate with people that you're directly connected to, first level, but they also let you communicate with people on your second level, the people who are connected to the people on your first level, and the people who are connected to the people on the second level. So 11,000 people connect me to 1,861,000 who connect me to 1,090,000,000 professionals. Try it. See how many people are in your network. Then you can also connect with people using their new feature, Catch Up. So you can see who changed their jobs, who is celebrating a birthday, who has a work anniversary. Matt Charles is a chiropractor who was in my last boot camp. And literally, you can modify your profile to blast out notices about what you're doing. Okay, so when we look at profiles, four things that responsible for attracting the people that you want to attract. All right, so your banner, your picture, your headline, the about area, how you describe yourself, and then how you list your work history. Mac needs a different cover. His headline is way off. You're all different. It all depends on who you want to reach out to. Let me scroll down the list. Let's look at so let's look at Cardine. Let me unmute her.
Hi, Max.
Hey, good morning, Cardine. Welcome back. I saw you were on one of these a little earlier. For your full. So, what are you trying to accomplish on here? What are you marketing?
Well, I am an insurance advisor and I'm hoping to attract self-employed small business owners so I can support them with my product offerings.
Okay, so you want a small business owner and you want to sell them insurance.
That's correct.
Is that right? Okay. Okay. So when we talk about small business, are there any businesses in particular that seem to be resonate more with you? I mean, than any particular area?
Well, I would be targeting small businesses, people in private practice, maybe dentists, chiropractors, cleaning companies, property managers.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So what you can do, let me see. Okay. So remember we said the banner, the picture. Great picture, by the way. Okay. So let's come down here. Insurance. What you put here gives you credibility with everybody that you want to reach out to. So let's look here at okay, so when did you become a CPA?
I moved to Canada in 2012, so I would say 2013 I adopted their designation.
Okay, so okay, so what people look at when they look at the company you work for, they look for your title, you know, when you're there. But you need to make the fact that you're a CPA more prominent. I'll show you why. When you come back over here, see, you could come up here and you could search for people that own a business. And give me the names of those particular types of businesses you mentioned a little earlier.
Chiropractors.
Okay. So on LinkedIn, you click on people, you got 119,000 chiropractors. The key is to be able to pick out the ones that are active. Give me another category.
Another category, property managers.
Whoops. Property managers. Well, you got 1,160,000. That's a lot of people. So what you can do is you can break down the search specifically by country, do the United States or Canada, or you could do particular provinces or particular states, you know, to narrow it down. Then we go to filter. Let's do dentists. You got 629,000 dentists. There is no shortage of people that you could reach out and you could talk to. In fact, if you know specifically who you're looking for, I was working with let me bring Dan up. He's my closing out the year. He's going to be my success story for 2024. And Dan owned a cleaning franchise. And then he had an accident, so we jumped into network marketing. And he's working with the top earner in the company. Was very excited, enthusiastic. And then his sponsor died. So he came back and he says, Max, can you help me find people that I can sell my cleaning service to. And it doesn't matter. Like I said, who you have access to so many people. So what happened with Dan was you could meet people directly, and then you could meet people who will recommend you to people. So this is what happened to Dan. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Like I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke, you had used the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, now they kind of brought you and made you a partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, it has blown up my business. And it's like I said before, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. If I was in network marketing. And I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. It's like unbelievable. It's actually one of those things that was like, it's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
Now I'm going to give you an example that's a little bit more relevant to your situation. Let me find Joanne. Now, when Joanne and I were first working together, she was building a network marketing business. And what happened was, and this is what happens to a lot of folks that are in network marketing, because network marketing initially is their part-time job. And, but her full-time job was she was selling insurance. So as she's connecting with people and meeting people, she realized, oh my God, I'm talking to somebody. They clearly have a need, or I can just ask them about their insurance circumstances, and boom. So she started selling insurance policies, and the people that she was working for were so impressed. They said, where all of a sudden you're getting all this business. How you doing? She said, I'm doing it on LinkedIn. So they paid her $5,000 to give classes to the other agents that she was working for. And in 1 year, she did 4 series of classes. She made an extra $20,000. She calls in and keeps me up on 1 month. She signed up 40 agents. There's no limit to the number of people you can talk to. Your results are going to be determined by who you're talking to. Let me bring up her last.
Max, what you've taught me, obviously I've applied to my network marketing business, and it absolutely works. We know that. It's a fact. You've done it with me. You've done it with so many others. But, one of the things I always say was, what you teach us, we can apply to any job. And it's the same technique. It's the same dance. And I've used it in the insurance world, where I was recruiting for multiple agencies and using your techniques. I remember 1 month I recruited 40 insurance agents in 1 month. That's huge. And I know that you've worked with others that have built huge insurance agencies as well. Currently, I'm doing outside sales. I'm working for Republic Services, as you can see in my banner there. I have been with the company 2.5 months. I started in the beginning of May.
I'm gonna move this up a little bit and make it a little bit more relevant to everybody.
Which one that you taught, copy paste, and I got a sale from that, and this got out. They're shocked at what I'm doing. They're talking.
I think it's a student. But I have 3 people here that are contemplating one-on-one coaching.
Why are they doing that, Matt? There's no question. The one-on-one coaching is where this all clicks for me. You know what I mean? And you know, after like my second session with you, we fixed the profile. You showed me the basics. I started running with it. I couldn't sleep at night. You know, once we started having our one-on-one sessions, I was getting up at 3, 4 in the morning, and I would start doing my connections, you know, doing what you taught me. And as you know, if you go back to our, trail there, I enrolled 3 people in one day when I was doing the network marketing. I got paid $5,000 to do 3 LinkedIn trainings for one of the insurance groups. Your training, your one-on-one coaching has opened up so many doors for me. So as time goes by, I always like to give you an update, let you know how I'm doing, but it all stems back to that one-on-one training that we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Were you surprised at how fast everything started to happen?
Initially, yeah. I mean, like, Max, I knew about you. I've heard about you from years before you and I had gotten together. You know, I've watched some of the webinars that you had, but I mean, like, immediately when we first started working together, it just was like a snowball effect. But when I take that into other areas and see how it explodes, like, I can't tell you how excited I am about what I'm doing now. Seeing it with my upper management, how they're all like super excited. Many of those people that like this post are at Republic Services, the 67, and many of them I weren't connected to. So it was a layup in growing my connections. So every time you look at my connections, it grows, and it doesn't take a ton of time. You put in 20.
So that's kind of where we are. Let me take a look and see who's here. Let me come back. Jeff, hold on for 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
All right, tonight, whoops. I'll send this out in the mail to all of you, but we have Sunday night, I'm doing a broadcast. Let me throw this up there. Okay. Sunday night, we're going to do a broadcast to show you how you can close more sales over the holidays. And we have additionally, some special promotions. Cardine, I sent you a connection request on LinkedIn. If you want, I can give you a call later this afternoon. Just type in the chat a phone number. I'll call you back and we can dive a little deeper into what you're doing. All right, so we'll be back 1 o'clock. I have a mastermind session. Catch up to you next time.